All right, looks like I'm live. It looks like YouTube is working for me right now. How's it going, everybody? If you're watching this on replay, I'm just going to pause for just a second and give people a chance to get their notifications and come in and watch and chat. Hope everyone's doing okay. Hope you all can hear me okay. Let's see, got this going. This is through the typical YouTube webcam live stream function. This is not done through OBS, so I don't have any fancy transitions or anything like that tonight. Oh, I'm not even going to begin to try to pronounce that. Mohonduro, Puerto Rico, PR maybe? Hello, how are you doing tonight? Glad to see you in here. Can you hear me okay? Give me a thumbs up or let me know in the chat. Make sure my microphone is working. You can hear me okay. But yeah, so this is not a fancy one. This is just me coming in live on a Monday, trying to get back on my schedule of live streams on Mondays around 7 o'clock, give or take. Certain weeks are probably different depending on who I'm interviewing, but that's part of my announcements that I wanted to bring up and see what everyone thought. So if you're watching this live, chat in with me. If you're watching this on replay, go ahead and answer this question in the comments. You're like, awesome, thank you. All right, so leave, either answer in here or go ahead and leave this in the comments. I've been having trouble with getting OBS to stream clean and not bog down and not just freeze up on me. So what I was thinking is recording my interviews. Did you see, again, talk to me here or leave me in comments if you're watching this later, because I don't know when you're watching this. But did you see the replay of the Mr. Beat video? If you did, what would you guys think about moving into that style rather than interviewing live and then taking chat questions? Unfortunately losing that, but not having to deal with it freezing and cleaning up some technical issues. So let me know what you think, again, in the chat or in the comments after. Let me know if you think what you think about the idea, if I should go ahead and just record my interviews with other teachers and other YouTubers and then just publish the videos like I did the Mr. Beat video last Thursday. If you think that's a good idea, let me know. If you think it's a bad idea, let me know. Post about who's coming and build questions ahead of time. Oh, Miss Eng, thank you for telling me about that. I appreciate that. I think that's a great idea. I think that's what it's going to turn into. It kind of loses the conversation edge and turns more into an interview, which I was hoping to avoid, but I think we can still make it work. Hey, Cole, just joined. Hey, good to have you here. Let's see. So that's one thing that I wanted to talk about today. Do both. Well, still do the conversation. I just don't want it to be formulaic. And just said, all right, so please tell me about this. You know what I mean? Okay, so maybe if I do a live stream, say on a Saturday or a Sunday, and say leave comments below and I'll take fan questions, that's not a bad idea. See, this is why I keep you around the show. Okay. All right, so that's the one thing I want to talk about. Two, if you're not from Florida, you can see if you watch the Weather Channel or anything, I'm sure you've heard. Ooh, a history podcast. I've kicked around the idea. If you notice I'm going to hide that, Michelle. If you notice, the title of the playlist is VH360 Podcast. And I kicked around the idea, but really my focus has been so much on the videos that I don't really think I have time to dedicate to doing an actual podcast and trying to make it, I don't know, grow. I think I'd be stretched too thin if I tried to grow two different things. So I think I'm going to focus on here. Maybe if I find a way to, easily upload these interviews, and if I'm recording them and not live streaming them, I'll have easier access to editing. Yes, Cole, that's where I was getting at before I saw your comment about the podcast. Yeah, that Dorian is slow moving. I was actually just watching the Weather Channel, so I was a few minutes late coming in here. They say it's stationary. Like the last I saw, it was moving at 1 mile per hour. Like seriously, your average person can walk about 2 to 3 miles an hour. This hurricane was moving at 1. Now they say it's stationary. So that's kind of, sucks, but it is what it is. Currently, the track is moving it, off the coast of Florida. So I think we're going to be good where I am. I'm in Central Florida. So I think it's, an easier bet to say we're going to be safe here. I've seen hurricanes not follow the prediction, and we got hit. Think of Charlie or Irma. They predict it one way, it goes the other. So So, you got to think of, what that means. But, the reason people thought that this was going to hit us so hard originally was because there was that high pressure front north of the Bahamas. But that was when the storm was moving at a decent pace and, it was going to move through. But I think the high pressure system is actually moving away, which are dissipating a little, so that the storm being slow, giving that time to happen, is now going to be more influenced by the Gulf Stream, which is why I think it's going to turn north a little earlier. I'm no meteorologist. That's just me. That's just saying. So that's why I think it's happening. You don't really talk about the Gulf Stream much, but I really think that's why it's going to stay off the coast. And I mark my words, I think we'll be okay. If I'm wrong, I'm not liable, but good luck. I think we are ready. We got our supplies where, was it Tom Terry says, hunker down, we're going to sit it out. Hopefully it gets through here and it doesn't do any damage to anyone, whether it be me in the Central Florida or, my friends living out on the coast. Good luck, guys. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, and then the third update, the last thing I wanted to talk about before I got into, the meat of the topic today, was I wanted to talk about a video that I have. Like, I've been working, if you've been watching this channel for any time, hopefully you've seen like an evolution of videos. Hopefully you've seen improvement. I'm trying to make the videos better, but I have a video that I'm trying to get out on Thursday. I'm hoping I can film it tomorrow. I got some extra time now since I don't have to work at school on Thursday or on Tuesday and Wednesday. So I'm hoping I can get that out by Thursday, but different new techniques, different styles. So if you're watching this, make sure you tune in on Thursday so you can check that out. Okay. It's a civics themes video, working on a unit that my students are in. So it's going to help me in class, but I think, and I don't want to toot my own horn here, but I think I've put some cool things together to kind of make it seem like a real video. Not saying my old videos aren't real, but we'll see. So watch it on Thursday. Let me know what you think. Tell me if you think I'm, on the right track at least. Okay. And then, this is just going to be a quick video. I don't really have too much to say. I just want to get those updates out there. And then I know it's titled Civil War Top 100, so I do have to continue. It's been a while since we talked about this, but we are continuing the Civil War countdown using Michael Lee Lanning's Civil War 100 book right here. We are looking at number 92 today. Nathaniel Prentiss Banks. Listen, I don't think I need to spend a lot of time on this guy. He was a political appointee. He didn't really have any military experience. They called him the fighting politician. When I say they, I mean he called himself the fighting politician. You know what the Confederates called him? Commissary Banks, because he would flee and retreat and run away, and the Confederates would come in and take all their food and everything that they hastily left behind. So he didn't really do much. He got whooped up and down by Stonewall Jackson, which most people did too. So I guess you can't really fault him too much for that. But he didn't really have military training, so you couldn't expect much more, I guess. He was good at organizing. He was a politician, right? He did have one victory to his credit, Port Hudson, but of course, that opened up the Mississippi. It's the last stronghold, right? But of course, this happened right after Vicksburg fell. So the Confederates realized, the nail was in the coffin. So was it really Prentiss Banks, was it really his doing? Probably not. But you know what? The Congress said, we're going to give him a special thanks, and they recognized him. So, they kind of took advantage of, one of our own. Look how good we're doing. But really, that's all I got for tonight. If you have questions, let me know. I'll hang out for just a minute just because I know there's a delay from when I start talking to when you guys hear me. But yeah, just the hurricane's coming. But I think we're going to be okay here. Maybe get tropical storm force winds at this point, maybe 40, 50 miles an hour. But heck, you live in Central Florida, our normal Florida showers in the afternoon can turn up winds almost that high. So this will be just sustained. Old predictions said we were going to get up to 16 inches of rain. Now that's down to like 4 to 6. Again, that's a normal afternoon. So I'm hoping for the best, I'm predicting the best. So we'll see what happens. All right. So we're probably the shortest one where I actually had information and stuff to talk about, but I wanted to check in with everyone, let you guys know that this is live. We're here. We're making it. And if you have questions, leave them in the comments below, and I'll see you next time. Good night, everybody.